Coco Cabana. I heard that Clint, the local chocolate junkie, opened some kind of business up at Coit Tower. The opening in the fence is for a path that leads to Coit Tower. The Coco Cabana was just opened by a reformed bum named Clint. I met him during my last case when he was living in a dumpster in an alley behind Rook's pawn shop.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just come by, check out your place. Maybe order myself a snack. How about a vanilla shake?
Vanilla's for pansies. The only thing I serve here is pure creamy chocolate. And if that's too strong for you, well, then get lost.
Okay, well, let's see the menu. Oh, your house special looks interesting. Clint's Enchanting Chocolate Chili. That come con carne?
Read the sign again, bonehead. It says, sorry, no carne. Besides, I'm all out of the chocolate chili. Sorry.
Tell you what, why don't you surprise me? I'd like something tasty, but not too rich.
Sorry, I happen to be out of everything at the moment. In fact, I was just about to close up for the day. So unless you have something important on your mind, well, why don't you just run along? Nope. Drawing a complete blank. Emily? Yeah, you must be talking about the girl who sings at the Flamingo. She's come by here a couple times with a gigantic guy named Gus Leach. He runs the Fuchsia Flamingo, and he might be Emily's boyfriend. They come by every once in a while and order the bliss on a biscuit. Actually, now that you mention it, the last time those two were here, Leach dropped a key under his seat, and I didn't find it until after they left. I've been meaning to run it down to the Flamingo, but if you're gonna go that way, drop it off for me. That babe is hot. Oh, if that big guy wasn't always hanging around, I'd make mine move in a second. Oh, I wish I could help you. Can't say I've heard of it. Did you know that there's some kind of secret door that comes out of Rusty's funhouse over by the warehouse? I saw the cops open it when they were there last week. Oh, I wish I could help you. It's a warehouse. What do you want me to say? Totally unfamiliar to me. That's Emily's stage name. This scarf belongs to Emily. Love that perfume. Smells almost as good as fresh chocolate. Nilo, an open sore on the face of humanity. At one point, I had to choose between living at the Ritz and living in the dumpster. I took the lesser evil. Oh, I wish I could help you. He's that new guy running the electronics shop. That blood-sucking tightwad. He wanted me to pay rent for living in the dumpster outside of his pawn shop. That guy's a real gem. Hell of a cook. Chelsea's a nice girl. But whatever happened between us was over long ago. Don't let the torch she still carries for me stand in your way. All right, you brought me a chocolate pie when I was on the skids. I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life. You're a god. Happy?
Louis told me that you might be able to help me out.
Ah, how's that?
Well, he says you're quite a world traveler. Tell me what you make of this.
Let's see. Ah, yeah, here it is. The cheese factory is on fire. Hell, I can't read any of that crap. Jeez, Jesus, I tell Louie I went to Tijuana a couple times and now what? Suddenly I'm Marco Polo?
So Emily works at the Flamingo with someone named Gus Leach. Now that I got the key, maybe I should go ahead and pay him a little visit. So, this door is the delivery entrance for the Fuchsia Flamingo. This gate leads to an alley behind the Ritz and the Flamingo. This is the old Zebra building. They went out of business a long time ago. I think they made prison uniforms. Sure, I live in a fire trap, but at least there's no shortage of fire escapes. Dumpster smells like a compost pile, only worse. The garbage can to person ratio is pretty high in this part of the country. I think it's about 4 to 1. Looks like this side of the Fuchsia Flamingo didn't get painted. You can still see all the old markings from when it was the Bijou Theater. This must be the back door to the Flamingo. It's all locked up. This must be the back door to the Flamingo.
Didn't mean to wake you, Emily. I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
You recognize this? It's your key. You dropped it down by Coy Tower, but I brought it by just to check and make sure it was the right one.
Well, you're a regular Boy Scout, aren't you?
What's funny you'd say that, because I used to be a Boy Scout, Troop 77. But now I'm a PI, and I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's that smell?
I'm not sure, but my best guess is this is what you're smelling. Oh, it's not mine. Really?
Where'd you get this?
Well, I found it next door at the Ritz. That's where I live, and I've been trying to find out who it belongs to.
I'll make sure it gets to the right person. Now, why don't you run along before I call the cops?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Leach and I hit it off pretty darn well. At least he told me what I wanted to know. Emily lives at the Flamingo. Now I'll just have to find another way into the club, get past that big mutant. Maybe Chelsea could help. Seems to me she mentioned having a membership to the club. If she's home, I'll apologize and see if she'll go out for a drink with me. Maybe at the Fuchsia Flamingo. This gate leads to the street. When I get to Chelsea's apartment at the Four Gables, there's a knot in my stomach as big as a cantaloupe. She's probably convinced I stood her up. I'll be lucky if she even talks to me. Hi.
You're just a little late, aren't you?
Okay. I know this looks really bad, and you're probably really upset with me.
You're damn right I'm upset. I didn't deserve to be stood up.
This has to be one of the worst days of my life. I finally get a date with you and somebody decides to knock me out. I wouldn't blame you if you never talked to me again.
Oh, I have heard a lot of lame excuses, but this has got to be the worst one ever.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I was out for like 16 hours.
And why should I believe you?
I told you before, Chelsea, I am crazy about you. And I'd do anything to make you crazy about me. I couldn't help not being here last night. But if you're not going to believe me, we might as well call it quits right now. I mean, we'll never get anywhere if you can't take me at my word.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just really looking forward to seeing you, and well, then you didn't come, and well, I figured you'd changed your mind.
No way. You can feel the bump on my head if you want.
Ooh. Are you okay?
Nothing a little TLC and 4 fingers of bourbon wouldn't take care of.
I am really not in any shape to go out for a drink. I've been up all night, and I am a total wreck. Give me a day or two to recover, and, well, we'll start all over. Okay?
Okay.
I am sorry that you had a bad night. And I'm even more sorry that I got so mad at you. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fuchsia Flamingo proudly presents your entertainment.
I fly back home and walk over to the front door of the Flamingo. Luckily, someone other than Leach is checking the memberships. I get a nice older couple to sponsor me, and I'm in like Flynn. Looks like Lucy Love is wearing the scarf I gave to Leach. Nice to meet you, Emily. Now I just gotta figure out how to get a minute of your time. Unfortunately, Leach hasn't taken his eyes off me since I sat down. He's probably wondering how I got in. I better get a move on before he throws me out. As soon as he gives me an opening, I'll see if I can slip upstairs to Emily's apartment.
come near me and I'll scream. I mean it.
Hold on. I just need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you want?
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm looking for Thomas Malloy.
I know you.
Have we met?
No, you're a detective, right? Listen, I have to get ready for my next set. Why don't you have a seat right over here? I've heard you can help people.
I do my best.
You think you can help me?
That depends on the problem.
I think someone's gonna murder me.
Why would you think that?
It started a couple days after Thomas left. I got a weird call. Someone asking where Thomas had gone. I told them I didn't know, and they hung up. A couple days later, I found a note in my room. After I read it, I was so scared. I told Gus. He told me not to worry about it. That it was just some freak who gets off on scaring women. But I know it's not like that. It's serious.
Oh, this sounds like something the police ought to handle.
Gus says he'll protect me. He doesn't want the police or anyone else taking care of me. I know he means well. But sometimes... But he's always been so good to me. I don't know what to do.
I'll need to take a look at the note, if you still got it.
I do. But I tore it up after I read it. I was gonna throw it away, but I decided to save it and give it to the police.
Good girl. Now, have you received any calls or messages like this since then?
No. But I feel like someone's watching me.
I'll check that out. By the way, did you tell me your real name?
Emily. Emily Sue Patterson.
Listen, Emily, I'll do what I can. But you gotta promise me that you'll tell me everything about Dr. Malloy.
Well, that's probably fair. I think I can trust you. Why are you looking for him?
Actually, I was hired by a friend of his to find him.
Hey, Emily, you're on it. What the hell are you doing in here?
Gus, it's okay. He just came up for an autograph picture. I'll be right
Get the photo
down.
another time. Get the hell out.
We were done anyway. Good night, Lucy.
Don't bother going back to your table. Just keep on walking right out of my club. If I see the flamingo again, I'll break your legs.
Well, my bar tab's on the table. Guess that means the drinks are on you. Night, Leech.
Men are imbeciles, women are erratic. Is this any good?
Well, not really. The guy generalizes too much, and I think all people who generalize are idiots.
Well, I'll have to cross that off my list of things to do.
So, to what do I owe this pleasant, yet entirely unprecedented visit?
Oh, you know how we women are. I've just been thinking things over again.
Oh, it's not a gender issue. I've been known to think things over on occasion.
Yeah, well, I finally reached a firm decision. I think. Something you said the other day has stuck in my head. You know, you told me that if I left, that you'd still be here when I got back. Did you mean that?
Listen, Chelsea. I've been like a rabbit in heat whenever I was near you for a long time now. But if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's patience. I can wait for you to come around.
It's nice to hear. I've decided I need a break. Time to decide what I want to do with the rest of my life. There's just one thing I need to ask you before I go. Tell me what you think about love. You know, romantic love.
Falling in love is like bungee jumping. Except the other person gets to hook up the bungee cord and you can't check to see if it's fastened to anything.
Sounds like you're not too interested in trying it again.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just I've got to be more careful this time. Same thing if I ever do the bungee thing again. Next time I won't eat a whole plate of nachos right before I jump.
Oh, I feel the same way. Oh, about being careful and not rushing into anything. Although, I must admit, of late, I've had some pretty strong impulses about you.
Tell me about these impulses.
Okay, Doctor, I've had this urge to do something like... Wait, can't do this. It just could be too dangerous.
But I like danger. I like acrobatic danger right here on...
Look, Tex, I am really attracted to you. I mean, really. In fact, lately I've even been imagining what it would be like to, And, well, that's why I need to take this trip to Phoenix, to make sure I'm thinking with my head. Oh, I can't guarantee anything, but when I come back, don't be surprised if I come looking for you, Mr. Murphy. And you better be ready.
Man, I can't decide if Chelsea's really interested or if she just likes torturing me. Either way, I think I'll take a nice cool shower and get back to work. Maybe looking at the note Emily gave me last night will help keep my one-track mind off Chelsea. Ooh, piece of mail. And for once, it doesn't look like a past due notice.